Hi, this is Kathy Weymouth from Tune the Temple, and we are in video 6 of our series called Personal Growth Strategy. And this is our final video. So I have some things I'd like to just end this series with, some ideas, some suggestions. Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you for joining me. If you've made it to video 6, then you've done great. You're in for the long haul. I'm really proud of you. Okay, so let's start first with talking about personal transformation. Personal transformation does not come from knowledge alone. I've said this so many times. Learning something new is great, but you will not be transformed by that knowledge. Transformation comes when you take this knowledge and you change the way you think, you change your mindset, you learn new things, but then you also add the second thing, which is the action. Personal growth comes from a change of mindset and action. So learning just isn't going to accomplish it. I just really want to remind you to be doing your action steps, to be doing those things that are going to bring you to your final outcome, your desired transformation. Okay. Now, secondly, I'd like to talk about your journey timeline. So back in video 2, I suggested that you create an actual timeline where you put where you're starting from and where you want to finally end up. And then what steps can you take along the way by sort of breaking this down into chunks. And I ended up calling them sub-goals or milestones. Okay, so we are at the end of the first milestone. So it is time now for you to actually do a little reflection. Like, have you made any progress? Do you see this getting any easier? Do you see anything positive coming? I want you to really focus on the positive. So do a little bit of an evaluation. I actually asked you in video 2, how will you measure your progress? So think back about what you said you would do and actually measure your progress. And I want you to really focus on the positives. If you have not made as much progress as you had hoped, I don't want you to focus on that. Okay, please focus on all the good things. Make a list of the positive things and then reward yourself. Do something special for yourself, even for your good effort, even if the progress hasn't happened as quickly as you had hoped, which is reminding me of something I wanted to say anyway. Transformation is usually a slow process. Okay, like those quick weight loss diets, they do not keep the weight off. I'm sorry, it's just usually people gain back the weight and a lot more. And I talked a lot about that in my previous weight loss classes. So slow progress is more lasting. So don't get discouraged if your progress is slow. That's actually good, okay, because you'll probably last a lot longer. Okay. Another thing about your timeline, is it working? Is there anything you need to tweak? Okay, think about that. Are there things that are working, things that are not working? Give reflection on that. And then I want you to actually now tackle sub-goal or milestone number 2. Okay, this is the beginning of like another set of 4 weeks. What are you going to do for milestone 2? What is your goal for just the next month? And then write down all the action steps that you need to take so that you will reach that milestone, that sub-goal. Okay, be very specific. If it's the same as what you've been doing, you can just write down, I'm going to continue doing the same thing. That's fine, okay? And then this is an interesting thing that I thought of is I'm not going to be doing a video for milestone 3, so I would suggest that you set your calendar, an alert in a month for sub-goal 3 so that you can set your action steps for that one, okay? All right, so those are my suggestions about your timeline. I want you to see the progress. I want you to see how you're journeying, how you're moving, and writing down your action steps for the next part. Excuse me for just a sec here. A little tickle. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about today are seven suggestions for the long haul. You're in this for the long haul. This is not a short-term something. Okay, this is a long haul and you're in it and you're committed and I'm so proud of you. Okay, so here's number 1. First, consistency and practice. There's nothing that beats being consistent. doing it over and over. There's nothing that beats repetitive practice. Things become more second nature. They require so much less thought, less decision making, less concentrated effort. The more you do them, you are adaptable. You do adjust to doing things over and over and over again. And I talk to my piano students about this all the time. Just keep working on this one skill and it will become easy. It will eventually. Okay, but right now it might still be hard, but consistency and practice will make it be easier in the future. So stay consistent no matter what. Okay. Number 2, I want you to always remember that when you focus on your end goal, that helps you. It helps you remember why you're doing this, what it is that you want. So just every week, remind yourself what you want and how that would feel, how your life would feel. So focusing on your end goal, your outcome, and just take it one day at a time, but keep that end goal focused, okay? All right, suggestion number 3. Let go of the short-term pleasures and short-term rewards, okay? And really think about your long-term reward. So when you come across something and you're like, is this going to help me reach my goal? No, but I feel like doing this or whatever. Just try to let go of those short-term pleasures. They are not as pleasurable as your long-term reward would be, your long-term outcome. So let go of the short. Number 4, in your heart, I want you to keep your why. Why is this important to you? Keep your why at your center. Remind yourself, because when you want to quit, which I talked about last week, or when you come upon stumbling blocks, your why and having that centered in your spirit, in your heart, that is going to really help you. So just keep your why, put your why on your mirror. Post it somewhere where you can see your why and your desired outcome, why this is something you want to do and where you want to end up. Number 5, I'm going to talk just quickly about finding a strategy for when you don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing this. Okay, so I just ran across this today. I just said today's Wednesday, so this is the day I'm walking to that stone wall. And you know what? I just was really tired this morning when I woke up. And I was like, I don't feel like it. I was like, oh, but I'm committed. I've already told the people watching my videos that I'm walking to the stone wall 2 days a week. All right, so I did. And then I also reminded myself, you know what? I don't feel like doing this, but this will be really good for me. Like, I'm very tired, but being outside and walking a little further is good for me. It probably will help me feel better. And I just had to talk myself into it that, you know, this is important. And so what are you going to do when you don't feel like doing it? Whatever your action steps are. Think about that. Come up with a strategy. Okay, what are you going to do? Okay, strategy number 6. I really think accountability is so helpful. Like me thinking about how I've been telling you I'm going to the stone wall. It's keeping me accountable to you. And that helped me go today. And it wasn't like I was climbing a mountain or something. You would have thought the way that I was resisting it, that I was planning on a 2-hour hike. And it's maybe a 15-minute extra walk. Okay, it's not that big a deal. But knowing I was accountable to you helped me. Okay, and then number 7, I haven't talked a lot about this, but I really believe we're spiritual beings. And I want you to know that if you can connect with your spiritual side, connect with God, connect with your higher power, connect with your divine, whatever, whoever you call, whatever. And I just want to say that we are designed to be spiritual beings. And if you connect with the divine, you're going to have a lot more success. I really believe that. Okay, so those are my 7 suggestions and hanging in for the long haul. And I want to end, as I always do, with some reflective questions. Some of them I already said, so I'll just recap them. Reflection and action steps. Ready? Okay, so the first action step I wanted was please fill in your journey timeline, showing your progress, and then also your sub 2 or milestone number 2 action steps, what you're going to do. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I want you to set reminders. I want you to set a reminder for in a month from today, and then in 2 months from today. So in a month from today, you're going to tackle milestone 3, and you're going to look at your action steps. And then in 2 months from today, you're going to just review the whole thing. How was it? How did it go? And you may be near, the progress of making change. Maybe it's more settled in there. So set your calendar on your phone, an alert for 1 month from today to tackle milestone 3, and 2 months from today to just look at your whole journey. Okay. Number 3, start your action steps for sub goal 2. Don't forget to do them. Do what you are planning to do so that you can reach your milestone number 2 in a month. Okay. Number 4, what strategies are going to work for you when you don't feel like it? Write down some ideas. I don't feel like doing this right now. So what strategies are going to help you get over the hump of not feeling liking it and doing it anyway? Do it anyway. Do it afraid. Do it when you don't feel like it. Okay. And then number 5, I just want to mention accountability. I just want to invite you, if you ever want to work with me one-on-one, I love working with individuals and setting goals and working the process with individuals. And it's at the time of this recording, it's not even the cost of an hour massage to work with me for an hour. So if you would like a consultation, if you want to add accountability to your journey, and you would like that accountability to be from me, just email me at Kathy@tunethetemple.com, Kathy, Cathy, @tunethetemple.com, and ask to find out more about working together. I just would love to work with you and encourage you. I just love to encourage people. Okay, so this is Kathy Weymouth at tunethetemple.com. And I just want to say thank you so much for hanging in there. Thank you for choosing a personal transformation. And thank you for going the long haul. This has been awesome. And I really appreciate you attending these videos and watching the videos and working through the process. Okay, thanks so much.